come over, please, because it's
Bam.
come back.
Hey, everybody.
Come back. Some John. Thank you. You're over close to me. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Hey, this is Jay and Tim. We just on here briefly, just to chat briefly. I hope that everybody gets a chance to see the video. It was a video that we posted briefly about at the federal prison in Chicago. And we wanted to just kind of talk about how someone can control you still control you from a federal prison.
Hold up. Tell how you and Jalen went to the federal prison, and talk a little bit slower so they can understand and give them a situation. How did that happen? And please, whatever you do, don't use a victim's name in it, because victims need to remain a victim. So
Exactly.
go ahead. Thank you.
Well, a few months ago, we had got notification that one of the rules for some of the girls that were still in the house at the time was to go to the federal prison located in downtown Chicago, near the L train. And the rule was to go to the L train and go up to purchase a ticket, go up to the L train and wave at the federal building
Every day.
every day, between 4 and 5 o'clock, and he will he will look out of the window. As you can see, if you saw the video, it looked out of the window in the brown buildings from the 17th floor. And once he saw the girls, he would flash a light, like an MP3 light, to let him know that he saw the girls. So what happened? My daughter and I were in Chicago recently, or around that time, and we got notice of that, and we went to the federal building at the time that she was supposed to go, and we stood out there and we waved and he flashed the light. So that's what the video was about. And it's such a surreal experience because he's still controlling from jail.
Well, so let me clarify some things. Jonjalyn gave you clarity because she and Jalen was there.
Right.
So it's a control technique where some people would ask, how do Robert Sylvester Kelly, the predator, control people while he's in jail? How can he control you? Well, if you don't go to that jail and do that wave, then it's consequences behind that if you don't. And I'm not going to go into detail what all the consequences are, but as you see, my daughter of March 18 of 2020, she's still there. One young lady is no longer there, thank God. But we are still in the fight to bring awareness of what's going on with this case. We have stood back because a lot of these things that is going on, a lot of these things that are going on that people do not know about. And so it's a lot of things that we cannot say to you guys right now, since it's still a federal investigation going on. And my lawyer has instructed me not to say certain things about this case.
He's a monster.
Because it will harm the case. So I can tell you this, that the things that are going to be exposed in these federal cases and state cases is going to blow your mind. And so we wanted to share.
And we will be at trial.
Yes.
And anybody else that is looking to go to trial, DM me and we can maybe meet up. But we would definitely be at the trial.
We wanted to share a piece, a glimpse of what to be expected to be exposed of Robert Sylvester Kelly. You're going to knock the table. Okay. So this is the reason we cannot share everything because it's still a federal and state investigation going on. So that's the reason why I said people need to stop talking about R. Kelly and move on to something like the coronavirus and so on, because he's going to serve time for the things he has done to these victims. And it's a lot. So that's one of the reasons why we wanted to share that, so you can get somewhat of a small glimpse of what's going on.
It's never anything.
And Jocelyn is not, let's repeat, Jocelyn is not at this house. She hasn't visited. We haven't seen her since Joncelyn and I and the girls and her grandmother went to court to try to get some justice. And he has control of her. And you know as well as I know that now that I've shown you how the control is in Chicago.
Okay, go back. Okay, I just saw a comment come through said that we're doing too much. How are we doing too much?
How are you doing too much when you're trying?
Enlighten me how we're doing too much.
You're trying to save a young lady from a predator. No, whether it's my daughter or any other victims. I remember I told you I would never name another victim. Whether it's my daughter or another
somebody
person.
Just asked, has Joseph made an attempt to speak to us? He's gave her orders, strict orders, not to talk to anyone.
No one. And how you know that? Because he's still controlling her from the jail.
Exactly.
As you see. So, that's to let you know in something that's our facts, not fiction. Facts about what's going on at the federal jail. And the federal government knows this. They knew about this a while back. So it's not happening anymore of the flashing lights or all that, because they now know what was taking place. This took place months ago. So we can't share everything that's going on. So we can share that little bitty piece of what is going on because the federal government has a case that is pending against this young man.
Well, we just wanted to kind of come on here and kind of give a brief update of what is going on. Yes, Robbie is locked up. He is in jail. What is his name? Harvey Weinstein? Is it Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein has 23 years in prison for what he did.
So the fans that say, what about the Weinsteins or what about the other people getting locked up? Oh, they have. And just so you know, Weinstein had half of the charges or less than half of the charges that R. Kelly has today.
Well, they pushed trial back, and we're not going to get into too much of this. They pushed trial back because you and I both know multiple news networks has released and said it's over 100 and something devices that are out there with some information on it. And that's the reason why, one of the reasons why they had to push trial back, so they can review these items.
Exactly.
So we're going to speak intelligent on this. We're not going to play the victim game. We're not going to say my wife slept with R. Kelly, which never happened.
Oh, no, that's like whoever, I won't even say a name, but whoever says that if I've slept with R. Kelly or whatever. Today is my 25th year wedding anniversary.
Right. Today, March
I've been married for 25
18.
years, and I've never slept with any R. Kelly or even thought about sleeping with him for ever in my life. So whoever said putting that room out,
no.
No.
And I'm positive that the same thing goes for the Clarys. No. No one has never had no type of experience with this predator. Okay? So let's be clear.
Thank you.
Neither one of these families have never had no indulgence with this young man. Period. This is something to change the narrative. Okay? Change the narrative off of the truth and the facts. So we're speaking facts. That's the reason why we sent the video out. Look it over again. You will see the light flash up in the right-hand corner every time my other daughter waved, because he's thinking that's Jocelyn and another young lady. So we want to put out some facts. Those are facts. You see the video, it's facts. Okay? So let's get it through everybody's brain that this man is locked up until he goes to trial. He has a trial maybe scheduled for this summer, but it may be postponed due to the coronavirus. And I just want to say this while we're on the coronavirus. Guys, let's stay in prayer for all the people across the world, that we do a good job of washing our hands, do a good job of just staying in prayer for the elderly, and especially for the younger people that don't think they can catch the coronavirus and cause illness to them. We want to make sure that they understand that this is serious business, and we want to continue to do what's right. And so we want to make sure that we wash our hands and pray for the people that's out here who's in the hospital as of today. Okay? So thank you for that. We got about 2 more minutes on this. We didn't want to stay on this long, but I want to just bumping against the table and making the camera move. We want to stay on this just 2 more seconds. Let's be clear. The video that you just saw is the video of Jonjelyn and Jalen Savage, which is my daughter, my other daughter. They went to Chicago at a certain period of time to find out the facts on the federal jail situation. Would this happen if she go at a certain time? And would this happen once they look at the 17th floor? Which you saw on YouTube, on the video, that this happened. Okay?
Where's the video? The video is on YouTube. Is it on YouTube?
Yes, it's still on YouTube. You can look it up. It's under J Savage Collections. Okay? So I want to
DM me if you're in ATL. DM me and maybe we can meet up. Just DM me, send me a DM.
Want to make sure that you go on to J Savage Collection. You look at the video. And we want to thank y'all again. Stay in prayer for Jocelyn. And stay in prayer for everyone victim that's in this situation. We all are not perfect, but we strive to do the right thing. So we want to stay in prayer for all the victims, that they get all the help they need and make sure that they are well maintained and taken care of. This is a prayer from the Savages to them. So we want to thank y'all for speaking out and telling your truth. Thank you so much.
And I want to shout out to Latasha, and to Rosalind and Robin and Shamina and all of my other supporters that have been with me since day one. I love you all, and thank you for supporting us. And we'll be here to the end.
Yes, ma'am.
See this out.
So we want to thank y'all again. Peace. Y'all go look at the video. You're going to enjoy it because it's telling the truth and the facts about what's going on in this case. It's just a small inkling of what is the truth about Robert Sylvester Kelly. So we want to thank all the people who support us. Team Truth, everybody supported the Clarice. We want to make sure that everybody do what they're supposed to do and make sure that we get justice upon these victims. Peace. Thank you, guys.